smile. Hey, listen, I've been singing that song all day. Don't ask me why. And I don't remember who sung that song. I think it's CC Peniston. I think, if I ain't wrong, I could be wrong. Somebody look that up for me right now. CC Peniston. I love your smile. Y'all check that out. Hey, this D-Man shirt got me looking like I be going to the gym. Like I look kind of, let me look back at myself, man. I look kind of sexy and shit. But yeah, man, anyways, man, you already know what it is. It's your motherfucking host, motherfucking Mr. Grind Mode Chaos, aka the Pressure King, aka Something Serious, aka Nothing Nice, aka Henrietta son, aka Sister Kettle's grandson, aka Martin Luther Chaos, aka Pressure King, aka the Section 8 sex symbol, bitch. Yeah, that's me. Man, and you locked in right now with Respect My Grind TV. I'm always happy to be with y'all. Shout out to all my people on this live, that live, all the other people that's chatting to me in all these different ways. I've had a long day, a long week, hell, a long month. I can't believe we almost done with the month right now. You feel me? So, yo, man, we getting into it, man. I'm gonna jump straight to this, man. Listen, shout out to D-Man, man. This shirt is dope. This is one of our blind rappers that's from Miami. Let me tell you why I like this guy. He proved that there's no excuse. I don't give a shit what you think you're going through. All the excuses don't mean nothing. He has no vision. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? He's literally blind. So I wore this and I got inspired instantly. Like, listen, I ain't got no excuses, bro. If this man has no eyes, you understand what I'm saying? If he cannot see like me and you can see, but he can get music done and stuff like that, that's enough motivation for me. So shout out to D-Man. Shout out to his whole movement. The man be doing shows. He done been, I seen him at Club Ultra Lounge. I seen him at a couple clubs actually. So man, big shouts out to D-Man and the whole movement. August 27th, Tampa, Trick Daddy and Friends. Yes, I'm one of Trick Daddy friends. Yeah, so I'm gonna be there. Me, CeeLo, Ball Greasy. Who else? Grind Mode. Who else? I believe Juvenile is on that list. Listen, we got a whole bunch of people that's gonna be on that list, man. Like y'all check the flyer out. Y'all see what's going on. Trina gonna be in the building. Train Bean, like I like to call it. Train Bean. Shout out to Train Bean. Shout out to St. Jules. Shout out to everybody that's in 561. Joanne Marshall 750. Listen, if you on my live, I need you to type your city, your area code, all that shit. Orlando in the building. 914 in the building. 305-954-843. 850-704. Tampa, Watts, Detroit, Canada, Georgia. Hey, y'all really be tuned in, boy. Y'all really be, y'all like me or something. What y'all trying? I mean, what's up? What y'all trying to do? You know what I'm talking about? We trying to make money together? Or you just trying to, y'all ladies just be trying to watch me to hunch and munch? I mean, what y'all trying to do? No, it's about this motherfucking money. You hear me? Get your mind out the gutter, ladies. Listen, I ain't even feeling y'all. After I watched this YouTube clip today, and some of y'all know what I'm talking about, some of y'all know about the little Instagram clip where La Mama, who she tried to expose her baby daddy for only bringing his child some McDonald's, but not the other 3 kids that belong to her. Boy, we got a lot of work to do, man. As a people, as a whole, that girl really called herself exposing him, but the mama exposed herself. Because you petty. That is not that man's obligation. People wanted my views and my thoughts on it. That's my thoughts. She not once in that video said my man, my husband, my fiance, my boyfriend, my main thing, none of that. She said, baby daddy, baby daddy, baby daddy, baby daddy, baby, beady, 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 baby daddy, baby daddy, baby daddy, baby daddy, beady, beady. That sounds like a song, but I might have to use that shit. But yeah, man, she went straight baby daddy. And then I'm just now, before I got on live, I seen the last part of the video, and that young lady say, well, fuck that. He ain't gonna eat this McDonald's meat, and threw that shit in the road, threw the food in the, you know my EBT card and my food stamps don't come in, it don't start over until January the 11th, June the 11th. I said, what? That ain't got shit to do with him being a good father. Okay, that's a whole nother discussion. I'm gonna leave that alone because I feel like I'm venting to y'all and this ain't that. I need some counseling. But anyways, yo, artists, if you need a budget, you need to tap in. Artists, if you need an interview on my show, tap in. Modesty, I see you out there. I see Black Boy 404. I see Atlanta in the building. Macon, Brunswick. What's up? What they do, man? There's a lot of y'all tapping in, man. Y'all already know what to do. If you need an interview, tap in. I got it for the Lolo. The Verzuz. Enough people killed them and bashed them. So I ain't gonna go into all that. You know what I'm saying? Pleasure P. It was good to see Pleasure P and Sammy, people who I've done shows with. So that's what I took from the Verzuz, man. I tried to take the good, not just the bad. A lot of negative things got said. Bobby Valentino, I did a concert with him in Tampa before at the I think the 941 Wild at that radio station. Ray J, pretty good guy. Mario versus Omarion. I kind of guessed that was gonna go that way. Because you got a vocalist, a singer versus a real performer. And I'm talking about all this because, you know, I got a singer, a songwriter, a vocalist that can sing, you know, live. So I want to hear her take on it when I bring her on. Yeah, that's what I felt about that. Smart boy, what's happening? Marcus, what's up? Saltwater Kid, what's happening? Hey, Burp, hey, what they do, boy? Shout out to my Zo on here, Saka Fet Zo. What they do, man? God damn shit, man. You come on my live and you don't. Why you come on my live? Don't say shit. You don't. Man, shout out to all my Haitians out there, man. You know I'm partially Haitian. I'm Haitian by affiliation, though. You know what I'm saying? Okay, before I bring my guests on, I still gotta say movies. Man from Toronto. Y'all need to check that movie out. That was with Kevin Hart and my man from Cheers. I cannot think of his name. I just went blank, but Kevin Hart is in that movie. That movie is a assassin movie, and that movie is so funny. Kevin Hart don't never fail nobody. I think it's a Netflix special. Y'all check that out on Netflix. That's the only place you can watch it right now. Music. Drake album drop. I heard a lot of negative about that too. I don't feel the negativity. I like the album because you cannot get the same vibe every album from the same artist. I don't understand why, if we like an artist's album, like Nas' first album, why do you expect to get that same vibe every album? I don't get how people think. Like, am I tripping? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. In the comment section on YouTube, man. Y'all let me know. Am I wrong? Listen, however I felt about Jay-Z or Tupac in 1999, that's not how I'm going to feel about him in 2000. People grow, people elevate, people expand, people travel, people make different money. The same way I rap when I made $10,000 a month is not going to be how I rap when I make $10,000 a day. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about this motherfucking pimping ride, this motherfucking pimping, bitch. When I start making $10,000 an hour, I'm going to start rapping different, bitch. Now, let me tell you, but I can't do that struggle shit no more. That nigga having fun. He enjoying himself. Fuck what you haters talk about. I don't care. Because you know what's so funny? Every time somebody drop an album, God, I got to get to this interview. You know, the first 10 minutes, I'll be trying to bring y'all up to speed of what's been going on in my life. But listen, my thoughts on albums is we tend to not like an album at first because we remember how we remember our artists. Always remember that. Whatever made you fall in love with an artist the first time, you might not get that on the second album, the third album, but then you might go back to the second album and be like, damn, that album wasn't that bad. That shit was hard. So things grow on you. So I want to leave that with you. And the reason I'm saying that, because I'm leewaying into, we about to get a new Beyonce album. Hello. That motherfucking new song she got, I vibe with it. Some people don't. The Beehive, they gonna vibe with it. The Bayhive, they gonna vibe. Let me make sure I say that right, because I don't want y'all tearing me up in my motherfucking comments. But listen, because I'm gonna still eat my milk and cookies, bitch. Listen, I fuck with the new Beyonce album. Let me tell you why. I mean, the new Beyonce song and the new Drake, because that's my lane. That's my party lane. And it motivated me because I got some songs that's in that pocket Watch when I start dropping this new shit, bitch. We finna boogie. Anyways, yeah, so that's all I got to say about music. Aside from that new Brandy song, if you haven't heard the new Brandy song, Brandy might got an attitude with everybody by y'all trying Ray J and then getting on her brother ass. Not Ray, boy, hey, Brandy done came with this new song. I'd rather be kissing you, or let me put my hand in my pants. Now I'm just joking. Listen, this ain't that kind of show. Listen, that shit is that crack. I don't want to talk about the BET Awards because that shit was off the flip. Y'all talking about how people dressing, all the way to how Lil' Kim look and all that. Boy, some of the shit that I done seen online, I'm like, listen, y'all ain't respecting our legends enough. The other project that dropped too, though, Giveon. I don't know if y'all know about Giveon. Come on, I see you clapping in the background. A couple people gave me some hearts over here. Y'all know, listen, that nigga, I ain't gonna lie, if you depressed, if you suicidal, do not listen to this nigga album. Cause bitch, you go motherfucker slit your wrist or pop your shit off. Cause that nigga gonna have you think about all kind of exes. Nah, Giveon album, that motherfucker was, it ain't all the way there for me. But in a few days, I'm gonna revisit it. So by the time the next interview, I'm gonna bring that back and we're gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't went over my time. I'm well over my first 10 minutes. So with that being said, if y'all trying to make some passive income, I just started a new YouTube account. I'm gonna start flooding y'all with that so y'all can, you know, check out what I'm doing behind the scenes and how I help artists make money. Yeah, everything's risque. Sometimes you lose money, sometimes you make money. Everything, there's nothing I talk about guaranteed, nor am I'm not a financial advisor. I want to say that off the real. I don't need y'all trying to get your lawyers up and take my house and my kids and all, you know, no, nigga, no. I got a nice house with a nice canal and a nice lifestyle. Don't try to sue me because you did the wrong thing with your money. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to just leave that there. Beingimpact.com. Y'all tune if y'all want to get some gear. I got all kind of new shirts dropping, new shirts that you don't have that have already dropped. Y'all need to go support the movement because without y'all, it ain't no me. You hear me? Downtoplease.com. If you over 21, you know what I'm talking about, and you tired of niggas stressing you out, he ain't satisfying you, take your ass, motherfucker, you get your little freak ass girl. I know you got that little, hey, but you bought that life, little mama. So listen, I ain't judging you. Downtoplease.com, y'all check that out. I got a Telegram group for my artists. If you're trying to elevate, we're about to start doing the monthly Zooms. That's a whole nother discussion. For y'all to know what's going on with me on the daily, you got to be on my Telegram group. You got to be a part of that Telegram movement. I got violinists in there, producers, rappers, singers, poets, podcasters, vloggers, artist consultant, radio personalities. You have to get in the group and not just post your links. That's cool. I need you to get into the group, start scrolling up, getting to know what's going on. That's just what it is. Listen, I'm basically done. That's the record pool situation that I got going on. I need y'all to get active. Listen, without further ado, I'm finna bring my guest on. But before I do that, because I spoke about, you know, what I spoke about earlier, let me play a video clip for y'all and let y'all see what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, and then we're going to bring the guests back. Come on. Let's go. What's good, people? You already know who it is. You already know what it is. Listen, I know y'all getting that money, right? Put the money in the right place. Not just, you know, blowing it all on lobsters and stuff. But yeah, man, if y'all trying to get a budget together, or you got a budget together, you trying to see what direction you trying to put it in, man, tap in, inbox me, let me know what you're trying to do. Don't wait, man. You wait wrong. You wait long, you wait wrong. Ain't that how they say it? You wait long, you wait wrong. That's for real. They waited long. Don't be like them. Hey, man, this is going down. Hey, I ain't got no sense, man. Let me tell you something. I love life, man. I done been to enough funerals to understand, like, damn, if this person that was in this box right now was here right now, what would they be doing? They'll be living. So listen, that's what we gonna do. And that's what I over promote that. And I stress y'all in that, live while you're here. Now, change creates change. That's my vibe for the day. Matter of fact, y'all gonna catch that on a shirt real soon. Miss Officially Rocky. Hey, that's cool. God damn it. There you go.
Hi.
Goddamn sexual chocolate. Goddamn sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate. What they do,
How you
man?
doing?
Man, I always love when I have the ladies on, simply for the fact that our ladies don't get enough credit. That's first and foremost. So I know the
Thank
last
you.
couple of holidays has been about us. I know we done had the little gay pride thing. I know we going through what we going through with all this abortion madness, craziness.
Yeah.
I just want to say that ain't all us. So young lady, salute to you. Um,
Thank you.
I didn't intro you all the way right, but I said I met you by way of your voice first.
Yes.
And I feel like you have a very, very, very talented voice. I feel like it's anointed, respectfully. And I wasn't
Thank you.
joking with you from the very beginning. I've been on your ass ever
I
since.
know.
Even though I
Yeah.
haven't met you face to face, I've been on your ass. And I want to semi apologize because I go hard now. When I get in my when I get in my Pat Riley shit, you know I could be real aggressive, nigga. Because
I know.
I
I
don't
was
want
getting
nobody.
hit. I was getting hit with the messages. I was like, okay, okay. Then he was like, you know what, Rocky? One thing at a time. I was like, okay,
Right,
I need to
I got
focus.
to. I got to because a lot of people tend to waste people's time, and I don't want nobody wasting my time. And
True.
I'm apologizing, but not apologizing while thanking you because a lot of people haven't got this far to be in front of me and us to work because we working right now.
Yeah.
And before we even got point to this point of working, we had already been verbally working.
Yeah.
So I want to say I'm giving you your roses now because some people just
Thank
talk.
you.
All they do is sit in my inbox and do this. Yip, 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 yip. And I ain't got time for that shit. You
Trust
know
me,
what I'm
I
saying?
know. I know.
So salute to you. Now let's start kind of over.
Okay.
Um, Before I do anything, I want to say shout out to Rocky, R&B artist, singer, songwriter, and dope ass voice. We got to do the perfume check. What are we wearing? Usually I make men do a cologne check, but I have a young lady in my presence right now. So what we smelling like over there?
We're smelling like Marc Jacobs, Daisy,
Marc
and
Jacobs.
a little bit of cocoa butter and petroleum jelly.
Oh shit! Really? Petroleum jelly? You can't really go wrong with that. No, I'm just being real. Like I'm being all the way
Yeah.
honest because it's like petroleum jelly got its own little smell to it,
Mm-hmm.
and you're a smart individual for saying that. Everybody don't do that, and that's good for the skin too, anyway. So,
It's good for your skin and it helps the perfume stick.
teach me some.
The secret.
Who taught you that?
I got older parents. Look, I got older people in
You
my
got older
family.
parents.
I have older
Oh,
people in my family. My grandmother just celebrated her 90th birthday.
shout out to grandma. Shout out to Bima.
Right.
You just made
So,
me miss my Bima. My Bima left here at 95, but boy, the amount of lessons that I got from her is
yeah.
dumbfounded. Like that's classic. You can't
Yeah.
beat the elderly. You can't beat them
No,
elderly
you
lessons.
can't. You
That's
can't.
vintage. That's vintage right there.
You can't see
So
it in a book
now,
either.
oh hell no, you can't even read it in the book. So now, karaoke segment. You heard me singing earlier. Now it's your
I
turn.
did.
What what is that song that you and grandma or moms gonna sit around? You gonna drive in the car with her, and she gonna start singing a song, and y'all can sing that together without no breaking, no none of that. What's that one song that you could tell us what it is?
He's able.
He's able.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a little sample.
God is able to do just what he said he would do. He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. Don't give up on God, 'cause he won't give up on you. He's able.
Come on. We ain't gonna give them too much. They gotta come to the concert. They gotta pay for that.
Right. They gotta come to
Now
the concert.
we could give them the little samples like Asian
Every
kale
now and then.
in the middle of the mall, but you gotta come get a plate. You gotta come around here and
Right.
get a plate. You just you know what I'm talking about?
Listen.
So
The song
name
that you
wise,
heard me singing, I'm actually gonna release that. I'm gonna drop like an EP on my birthday. So
let's do it. I'm looking forward to it. So we're gonna start with the name. Is it the real name? Is it a nickname? Is it a name that you always love? Where did this come from?
okay, so I always went by my first name until I got to college. So I went to Florida Memorial. So shout out to Miami.
Okay.
Um, I met a lot of different people there. And when I got there, I was like, am I black? Because I don't think I know enough. So I got to know more about the black culture, and I was more involved in school, and I just got the name, Rocky, because I was very determined, very driven. Um, I don't kind of accept the word no. I'm okay with it, but it's always a way to do something.
Right. I like that though. You can't beat that name simply for the fact that Rocky is like one of my favorite movies too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Listen,
Because
I'm
there
a
was so many
fighter.
lessons in it. It's deeper than him being a boxer. It was just like it was so many different lessons. You know what I'm saying? Even the latest ones that I ain't really like all them newer Rockies, but
Yeah, it's kind of
I like how
different a little bit.
right. It kind of you had to be when it first started. Like I wasn't there when it first started. That was like my grandfather's movie because he was in the boxing or whatever. So yeah,
Okay. I was into
shout out to him.
boxing growing up. So
Oh yeah, you're
yeah.
violent ass. So now, out of all the things you could have been doing, why music? Let's talk about it.
My whole family does music. It's a passion.
Oh really?
So I've had karaoke machines since I was like 2, 3. Been performing since I was about 4.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my sisters, they sing. They sung for like Disney, things like that. So
Really?
it's a family thing.
Really? Oh, so you just keeping it in the family?
I'm taking a different route, but you can say that.
Why you feel like the route is different if they're already in the music industry? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's different about your route?
They're more into gospel
Oh,
and
okay.
like Christian R&B and that type of thing. So I'm doing straight R&B, and
Right.
I can actually write raps for people and things like that, but different route.
Do you feel like, and I'm asking because even though like I'm really like a real hood nigga, but
Hmm.
I'm still a grandma's boy, and she Pentecostal church, grew up in the little Bethel type of
Hmm.
Christianity. Still got exposed to the Muslim nation or whatever. So I tend to be real spiritual and godly, but does it conflict with what you feel musically? Is it a tug of war with your family? Are they supportive? Talk about
My family is extremely supportive. It's never a battle. I've grown up in 3 different kind of religions. I've touched based on my grandfather is Seventh Day Adventist.
it.
My father is a Christian, and my mother is a Baptist. So I
Mm,
kind of got exposed to all of that. And growing up, I had to kind of determine, okay, what do I want to kind of dibble and dabble in? And I chose just
mm-hmm.
love. I chose love. That's it.
Right. That's dope. That's dope. And I think it's dope because reason being is this: some people get so traditionally stuck in cement, and which is like Pentecostal, that's it, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Buddhist, that's it. Atheist, that's it. Lutheran, 7 day, that's it.
Yeah.
So at least you got a little piece. So then you can build exactly who Rocky's gonna be.
Yeah. And not even just that, I have a daughter and I get to teach that on to my kids. So um,
Awesome.
in college, I got to study religion and I learned, just different parts of it. I have
Mm-hmm.
friends who are involved in other religions, so that's kind of cool. I got a little insight from their perspective as well. But
Right.
ultimately, I think I came up with my own just love. Look, just leave it at that. I'm just leave it at love because
No,
what
we're
it
gonna
all
leave it
boils
there.
down to is if you don't give love, you'll never receive love. And my
Right.
family's big on love. So when that support hit, if I say, hey, I got a song coming out, they're going to play my songs at least 5 to 10 times. And it's crazy that you asked me that because I spoke to my dad earlier today and I told him, I was like, hey, one of my songs reached over 20,000 views. And he's like, that's good, keep going. And
Right.
usually they support me like with my tours, when my music drops, all of that. So it's never an
Right.
issue.
All right. That's a leeway into my next question. Actually, like, what is the single? Because I know who you are. They don't.
Hmm.
My viewers. Um,
Okay.
what 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 is the next single that you're pushing right now? And if you want to keep talking about what was different, because I seen the stats today
Hmm.
about the 20,000 streams and whatever, and that's a big
Hmm.
achievement. Clap it up for you,
Thank
because
you.
some people are still trying to get 2,000 or 200
I
or
was
two.
surprised. Right. I was
So
surprised.
I want to be quiet. Talk about what the next single is first off, and then I want you to lead into what do you think you did or what did you do to make it get to 20,000? What was different? Go ahead.
Okay. The next single will probably be 1942 Blues, which was the song
Mm,
that you heard.
okay.
I'm gonna actually put that on the EP as well, but I'm gonna release it. Um, I think what I did differently this time was I went out by myself and I went and got my own fan base. I didn't depend on a manager. I didn't depend on like other people
Mm-hmm.
promoting my music and things like that. If you like it and you want to promote it, okay, that's on you. But I put up my own money to do my own tours. And I went on 2 separate tours. So that was that. And when I got done performing, people would come and talk to me. They're like, hey, I live in this part. You should come to this place. And I'm like, okay, like let me see what I can do. But I went and I found my own fan base.
Mm,
So it's organic. So these people who are
right.
listening to these songs, it's like, okay, cool. And then they have access to me through my social media. So like they can hit me up and be like, hey Rocky, when's the next song coming out? Or, are you gonna do something? Like, are you have a show coming up? And if I post something, they can see it. So
Right.
that keeps me being active as well. But with that I was surprised because I didn't market it. I didn't do anything special. I didn't make a video or anything like that. I do have a remix for it, but I didn't release that either. So it's like, okay, cool. Maybe it was the lyrics, the concept of the song.
Maybe it's the time of day. You know what's so crazy? Respectfully, not to cut you off, but
No, you're fine.
sometimes I look at some things are so natural, some things are so authentic where it might be the time of day that you put it out. Maybe it
Hmm.
was 12 o'clock this time, and then the last single that you dropped it at 9 a.m. And then the
Hmm.
single before that, you dropped it at 8 p.m. Or it might be how you worded it, or it might be the hashtag you use. It's so
Yeah.
crazy how yeah, it
How
could
the
be tricky
algorithms
because,
work.
right, it's,
Yeah.
and, when it comes to algorithms, I will say this, even with the momentum that you have, keep working, because
Yeah.
if you could change the trajectory of anything else, whether it's your Instagram or whatever the case may be, because
Hmm.
if you're consistent, the algorithms notice that, and they like, damn, let me drive a little more traffic there, because you're only,
Yeah.
if like I got 14,000 on one account, mind you, I got probably over 80,000 followers collectively with everything that I have.
Hmm.
But with one account, I got 14,000. But you only get 1% of that, so it might be only 100 people seeing it when I drop
Yeah.
whatever I drop. But then the more you do, it changes where it'll be like now
More people can
500
see
people
it.
seeing it and whatever. So yeah, that's dope that that's happening for you. But if I was to give you some advice, I'd say just keep doing something, whether it's staying on TikTok now, because now people are gonna try to find you.
Okay.
Yeah, it helps, believe it or not.
I'll
You know what I'm
definitely do
saying?
that.
So now with this going on, what's next? Is it a mixtape, an album, a video, or what?
I'm working on a few projects. Like I said, I'm gonna do this EP. It's gonna drop on my birthday, which is October 23rd. It's a Sunday.
Okay,
Also working on a video,
okay,
and I'm working on a podcast.
that's dope.
So
I think that's
Couple
I think that's
projects
all.
anyway.
I think it's all useful, and you know, a little bit of my history, but not everything. But I feel like everything has helped everything. If um, you don't take anything from me, that's another thing I want to say. Like, there's no way that I could have known that when me and my partner, Shawar, me and her started doing our magazine. I had no plans on starting a magazine. I had no plans on
Mm-hmm.
taking it from this level to this level, but it put me in a position of power and respect because it was like, damn, he a boss. He is. He do interviews because I've been doing interviews forever. Um, and here it is. Now I'm looking backwards because it's sometimes good. You don't got to stay in the past, but it's good to look at your
Yeah.
past and start like gauging what helped. And here it is. T Pain's one of his first covers came from me because I saw that he was on his way up, and but that's a big achievement.
It
DJ Khaled, one
is.
of his very first covers came from me. Like nobody knew what DJ Khaled looked like. But here it is. There was no Instagram. There was no YouTube. Wasn't hot yet.
Yeah.
So when I did that, I didn't know that was going to be a part of his history or whatever the case may be. So you never know what pockets you're going to end up by doing a podcast. So I'm saying, do that podcast, do it very well, and start like taking it serious because you're going to end up with a whole different fan base way over here. And just say your podcast is the biggest thing in Macon, Georgia, and you're
Yeah.
here trying to push music. Now you have another lane or another city or another demographics to push your music
Yeah.
to.
Okay.
So yeah, man, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Don't just let that be an ideal that you wrote down in a composition book. Let it
Gotcha.
happen. Um, which platform? Because I need my artist that's watching this to hear this too. Which
Okay.
platform are you getting the best feedback? Is it Twitter? Is it TikTok? Is it Instagram? Is it, you know, audio apps? Like, talk about that.
I would say the best feedback that I get back is in person.
Hmm.
And I know that sounds crazy, but it's in person. Whether it's a phone call, whether it's a message, you feel me, or it's from somebody who's seen me, it's usually in
Hmm.
person.
Right.
So,
That's a good one. Okay, so what's the second best?
social media.
But which one though? Because my thing is,
Um,
because you know how everybody
Instagram.
tends to, it's Instagram.
Well, it's Facebook, but I'm locked out right now. But so
Hmm.
Instagram.
Right. Yeah, I'm just asking because everybody has their faves, and
Hmm.
there's no wrong social media. It's no okay, yeah, your homegirl might be popping. Number one favorite app
Hmm.
is Snapchat. But then you go over there and it doesn't do so well for you. But then TikTok does pretty good, but then Twitter does hella good for you.
I'll say this: I made my Twitter account in March, the end of March, brand new
Okay.
account. I'm at almost 1,000 followers,
Mm,
and that was strictly off just doing music or me just talking. People heard some of the topics I talked about, and they were intrigued. But
mm,
for the most part, it was off of music. So I would say Twitter was the fastest one as
mm.
far as like followers,
Right.
but feedback, Instagram.
You feel like you're more active on Twitter. Why would that happen for you on Twitter versus, you know, like IG?
You can't see me.
Right.
It's a fantasy. We're on social
Right.
media.
That's a good one. I'm gonna work with that. So now business wise, because this is a very costly industry that we're in. And
What?
for a woman, it's a lot more because it's
What?
about appearance to you. You're selling, even though just say on some of the other apps, it's about you vocally, but Twitter is about you, what you write, and that's a fantasy, but you still have to be seen somewhere. So
Yeah.
IG, there's no escaping it. So it tends to be costly. How do you fill that gap? Is it you taking extra shifts on your job? You're working from home, extra hours? What is it?
All right. So I'll say I like to work smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Allegedly. I haven't worked a job, a full-time job, in about 5, 6 years,
Mm,
allegedly. But
mm,
I do have stocks and bonds, and I'm very good at marketing and promotion. So I don't
mm.
take extra shifts. Um, I know how to budget my money very well.
Right.
So
That's dope. That's dope.
let's just
Is
say
there
that.
another aside from that allegedly? Aside from that, is there another lane you want to go in, or you're already in? Because you know, I this is really the first year I've actually took cryptocurrency very serious because I know that we're about to get rid of the physical dollar and
Hmm.
things like that. Is that a world that you're leaning toward, like NFTs or crypto or forex?
I will say honestly, because I was raised by my elders and my parents, they're a little bit older. I would
Uh-huh.
say no, because there's a slight percentage of change, like you said.
Right,
So we could revert back and build up that currency with the right presidency or the right people, but right now, doesn't look like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but there
right.
could be.
It's leaving. It's actually leaving. And I think because I'm in these spaces, these clubhouse spaces, these Twitter rooms, and I'm around a lot of these real wealthy people. If
Hmm.
they're putting billions, I don't know if you've seen in my story the other day or yesterday, I put how many billionaires or the top billionaires that are in
Yeah,
the crypto space, and they're in the tens of billions.
yeah,
So for people to be billionaires and them to run over there, they don't run behind fast. They got accountants, they got people that do statistics and analytics for
yeah,
them to say, listen, the trajectory is leaning toward this. There's no gold in your phone, but there's actually some Bitcoin in your phone,
yeah.
whether you have Cash App or all these different,
Here's the
ways
thing,
of
though.
passing income. There's a lot of different wallets. But go ahead, go ahead.
Um, that sounds fine and dandy. My only thing would be, okay, if I invested this money or this amount of money into electric currency, right?
Mm-hmm.
God forbids all the power goes out. God forbids something happens. We have these huge towers that's pushing 5G. We got the sun that's beaming hotter than ever. Something's gonna blow at some point. God forbids all the electricity go out. How would you get your money?
You have like hard wallets, and I used to think like that, but then somebody broke this down. This very rich billionaire white dude said it to me like this. He was like, listen, every
Hmm.
time we change currency, there's a whole bunch of people that stay behind. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Like when there was seashell trading, okay, I'm gonna give you this seashell for this, or I'm gonna give you this block of gold for this. Nobody
Hmm.
understood like paper money. No, I'm not gonna get a whole bunch of paper money when I have all this silver coins and all these gold coins. I'm not gonna do that. And then boom, they got lost in the shuffle, and then they had to
Hmm.
hurry up. But by the time you caught up with paper money, credit
Hmm.
came out, and it was like, I can't see that. That's a credit card and a debit card. Hell no.
Right.
I have $1 million in my safe right now. What happens when all the electricity and the power lines fall down? I'm never gonna. My money's safe here, and then their house caught on fire, and
Oh
then
God.
and their
True.
wagon burned up, and they're like, no, but I have all these cows and mules. There's no way that I would. And then a plague hit, and they lost all their chickens and
Yeah.
goddamn crows, and
You have
now
such a
they have
great
no.
point.
No, I'm just saying, like every time. Listen, a rich person told me every time money changes over, there's a bunch of people that get left behind. So now this the Bitcoin world, and this is not me trying to persuade you or manipulate you into that. I'm just saying you have to think like that. Like
Hmm.
there was somebody saying, "Ooga ooga, I have 50 seashells, and I'm
No,
not gonna lose."
you have a good point.
So
I would
now,
say this. I would say
right,
this. The moment that you're able to pull your money out, pull it out, exchange it into gold or silver. Don't keep it as paper money. Like keep some paper money, but like enough to travel with and like backpack, like you can get up and go. But like
Right.
we're living in crazy times right now. That's what I'm saying. So anything
It's
can
true.
happen, and then what?
But
Like,
you, but then you can keep it like on a wallet. This is not a wallet. This is an ugly ass iPhone 4 case. But if you had it on a physical hard wallet,
okay,
then you can keep that wallet inside your safe, and there's
true.
nothing. It's encrypted, and it has a passcode and a physical code that nobody can tap in. Not you, not nobody. They have to have it, and then you
Okay,
keep that passcode safe in another safe. So the only way, like, there's a lot of different ways around
it's
it.
levels
So
to
if
this.
the world went down, you would still have a physical, like, a code, what they call a code wallet. It's not
Okay,
in your phone because somebody could hack into your phone and steal
true.
shit. But not if you had that into a code wallet. And I'm learning all this, so I try to teach as much
Well,
as I
I'm learning
learn.
too. Thank you. Look, I just
Yeah,
learned
like
something.
yeah, it's called a cold wallet. So your money is safe as long as that is in a safe space. So
Okay.
end goal. What is your end goal musically?
I want to do it as quickly as possible, make as much money, get out, build a shelter.
Build a shelter, a bomb shelter, or what kind of shelter? A homeless shelter?
A homeless shelter, but I want to have a community as well. So, like, for individuals and families.
Okay. So now I know I don't have you for that much longer, so I got a couple more questions.
Okay.
And one question that I asked every artist that's been on my show because this always intrigues me because everybody has their favorites. You
Mm-hmm.
just left from this house. You left the teddy bear at home. Now you're in the studio.
Uh-huh.
You already made it. You already won 2 Grammys, an Oscar, all this shit. VMAs, all that. BET Awards last night. You killed it on the red carpet. And now you're going into the studio with 3 artists. Dead or alive, who are these 3 artists? It don't matter who they are.
Neo,
Mm-hmm.
Whitney Houston,
Mm.
mm, Kiki Wyatt.
Mm. That's a good one. I like Kiki White.
We're
Kiki
gonna make a
White.
hit. Listen.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a crazy vocal arrangement. Y'all all gonna be
Right.
fighting for that mic though. I ain't gonna lie, like it's gonna be like a We Are the World type of song. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be crazy though. Like you ended it well. Like with the Kiki Wyatt situation, you can't really lose. Like, and Neo is such a hell of a writer. I see that
Right.
being like I wouldn't even try to write with him. Like I just spit wherever he'd be like, okay, go in the booth and say this. I'll
Right.
be like, all right.
Okay.
I
Right.
wouldn't even
Okay.
try to like for real because he's such a hell of a writer, and you know that he can write. He can write for Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston, I haven't heard any writing stories about her, but just like her vocals is off the Richter scale. Why did you choose those 3? Let me hear it.
Neo, same reason why you said. Great writer, great composer. Like, oh my gosh. Whitney Houston, vocals. I love the runs. I love the passion in her voice. Kiki, I love the passion in her voice. And then
Mm-hmm.
she has a unique voice. So like so does Whitney, but she has like this strong church like passion voice. Like, okay, she can dig deep. Kiki, it's like she get it from her toes.
Right.
Like I don't know
She
where
does.
she get it from, but it's past the stomach. It's like she get it from her toes, and then her voice is so
Mm,
unique. So I'm like, okay, love it.
right. She's dope. So now, before I ask you this last question, I need you to your information's at the bottom. Your information to be at the bottom on a YouTube account, but I need you to say like how people can get in contact with you, whether it's
Okay,
a podcast, website, Instagram, Twitter. Give all that information out.
so my Twitter is Rocky Block Them, and my TikTok, same thing, Rocky Block Them. Uh, YouTube, I'm working on that account. I'm fixing that. Same thing with my Instagram, but you can find me. It's officially Rocky. And the podcast, I haven't dropped it yet, but once you get plugged in with my Twitter and my Instagram, I will release the podcast name.
Okay, that's cool. Anything that we left out or that you want to touch base with before we get up out of here?
Two things. The EP will be called Piece by Piece. And also, I want to say thank you to you because I was nervous. I was like, oh my gosh. And you're like honoring me. I want to honor you because, like, you done so many things and not even just that, but like you're a big influence, like on me, the community, a lot of that. So I want to thank
Appreciate
you
it.
for even taking the time out for this interview.
No, dope, man. I receive it. Before you get out of here, I also make every one of my guests do this because it's not about me humbly.
Hmm.
And I always try to let my guests in my show sort of by giving some advice. And this is what I need from you. We're in a dark time, we're in a cold time. We definitely had a very enjoyable time together, but there's still a lot of craziness out there. There's still
Yeah.
a lot of, especially young ladies. I speak a lot about mental health. I speak a lot about, some of these young girls and ladies that watch my show that they're going through it. And in the last 2 years, it showed that we need a lot more help than the government's not going to do it. Um, your county, your city, they're not going to do it. Your president is not going to do it. We have to do it. We got to fix our own. Um, so I can't speak for every young lady out there, but so that's why I love when I have a woman on my show because there was a time where it's not so great for you. There was a time where when you first became a mother, you might have not known what you were going to do. I want you to go back to that space right there and talk to either that young lady that you were or talk
Hmm.
to the 13-year-old that just found out she pregnant. And now there is no abortion. So now
Yeah.
she might turn into Brenda's got a baby and dump that baby in the dumpster, or she might want to take her own life. I can't
Yeah.
give her advice. I need you to do it. So I need you
Okay.
to look in this camera, and for the next 60 seconds, I need the God in you to talk or the love in you to talk.
Okay. I can definitely do that.
Mm.
Women, ladies, girls, whoever's listening, when it comes to being who we are, you have to be strong and not just saying that on a like we've been strong level, but we are targets. So by us being targets, we have to protect ourselves, our children, our families. We have to play our roles. Like a lot of us are upset, and majority of that it may be passed down. You know, it may be genetic, it may be hereditary. Who knows? But we have to look past a lot of that because we're dying out here. Our culture, black, white, we're dying as women alone, mostly black. Starting today, like we're looking at it, we see the numbers declining. We see our families dying. Like black males, they've been targets. For women, it's becoming crucial. Like protect yourself at all times. Love yourself. If you need a moment, take that moment. If you need time, let somebody know, okay, hey, I need some time for today, or I need some time for a week. You can't be scared to ask for help because if we don't know, if nobody knows, they can't help you. Nobody's gonna want to help you. You don't want to help yourself, and you saying something lets people know, okay, you want to help yourself. Like I've been there. I have a great support system today. Sometimes it get a little shaky, but for the most part, I have a great support system, and it didn't happen overnight. So you have to work on the people who's around you, people who love you. You feel me? Like love them back, because not everybody gonna love you, especially when you're going through changes, whether it's good or bad. People say, "Oh, I love you." Okay, but if you don't feel it when they say it, stay okay and move on. If you can feel it, say it back because that might be your last time saying it. Honestly.
Mm. Like, man, look, I really appreciate you for that and for blessing the universe the way you just did. And I just hope and pray that those words fall exactly where they need to fall on the ears that it need to fall on and hit somebody right where there's a hole in them, whether it's spiritually or in their soul or um, in their spirit or mentally. We all going through it. It's tough. because we
I
had
mean,
to make
I'm
a lot of
available.
transitions very fast. Like, so, you know, I always try to make sure my guests do that because we never know. Again,
Officially, Rocky, you can hit me up if you ever need somebody to talk to. Like, I'm available. If I don't hit you up right away, I mean, give me some time, but I'm definitely all ears. If you need some motivation, say, hey, I need some motivation. I need some love. I need some encouragement. I got you.
definitely. Man, that is Rocky. That is our time. I appreciate you. Very awesome interview. This will be up probably in the next 24 hours. Don't quote me on it. It might be 30 hours. Might be 40 hours. Who
It's
knows? You know, my
okay.
life crazy. But
I
it will
appreciate
be
your
up
time.
soon. Definitely, man. Be safe out there.
Yeah.
And looking forward to some more bangers. And we need to take that 20,000 views streams up to 120,000. So yeah, man, let's just keep speaking it into the universe, man, and speaking it into
Yes.
existence. It's gonna go, and then you're gonna learn whatever you need to learn to get the next single popping even more. So yeah, man, tap in, man, and that single's gonna
Yes.
be on the playlist anyway, because everybody who's been on my show, that's another thing that happens too. We add the singles to the
Oh,
Apple playlist and the Spotify playlist. So yeah, definitely send me a link in the inbox. And again, I appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing, you heard?
thank you. Thank you. Well, you have a
All
good
right.
night.
Yep. So that is Rocky. I'm about to play one more video because I got things to do. And I got some editing to do. I got some other things to do, man. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see that piano in the back? I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go play that piano. I gotta go play that piano back there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me, do, re, mi. Okay, I ain't gonna do that. You know, enough people did that on the Verzuz to show that, you know, singing ain't for everybody. Man, you see it. You already know what it is. And that shit matched my shirt. I might have to come back and get that. But yeah, man, artists, tap in. You trying to get your money up. Just doing a little shopping myself, but if you're trying to get your money up, y'all need to tap in, man. Definitely, man. We got a lot of ways and a lot of consulting that we do with my team. But the first thing you need to do is invest in yourself. That's where y'all going wrong. You're spending too much time trying to flex, floss, and keep up with the Joneses. And at the end of the day, y'all seen the economy, your money fluctuating. The whole system is fluctuating. But yeah, man, stop wasting time. Inbox me right now. Let's go.